Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Certainly appreciate y'all rocking with me on the last episode of Power Raising Kanan. Man, it's a lot of things getting set up and a lot of things going down. And so I'm calling this episode New Connections because we see a lot of new connections, people getting new connects, getting that dope rolling back on these streets. And so we're going to chop it up, give a recap, as well as some of my predictions and theories for the upcoming episodes. If you enjoy Power, make sure you go ahead and chop it up with me. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and sit on that subscribe button. And if you enjoy my content, make sure you go ahead and drop kick that like button. Y'all join us down in the comments section. Let's get into it. So the episode starts out with your boy Kanan's crew. They out here making money. You know, they trying to double up. Okay, whatever they done spent up, they trying to make it back. But it seems like Kanan got 99 problems and the Popos won because his folk out here getting busted. So who's gonna snitch? Who's gonna put the pressure on Kanan? And how is this gonna go down for him? That's gonna be something to see, as it seems as if his workers are going to be getting tangled up and tied up with some prosecution and some problems, and we know how that goes. Meanwhile, your girl Rock, who is just looking as sweet as she can look, out here looking like a chocolate drop, she is getting her property game up. I mean, she is doing big things in the community. She's signing over the paperwork, and she is about to be a property owner of this strip. But little does she know, she got 99 problems, all right? She got some issues going on, and they bring that back to us in just a few minutes in the next scene with her. Meanwhile, your boy Kanan is down at the precinct trying to get his partners out the tank. And so they need an adult to do it. And this was a smart move. He calls his uncle to get the job done. And notice he doesn't get Marvin, he gets Lou. So Lou is getting dragged back into this mess. He's trying to distance himself from Rock. And let's see if this brings him back a little bit closer to the streets where he doesn't want to be. Meanwhile, Rock goes outside and she's seeing that the realtor that sold her the property is over here chopping it up with the Popo. And we know that ain't no good look. So Rock being Rock, she steps out there looking as good as she wanna look. Ooh, I bet she got that Chanel number 4 on. And the Popo, they basically letting her know, look, you gonna have to pay your fare. Okay, we finna tax you. We just heard that you probably paid for this cash, and so you're gonna have to line our pockets because we are the NYPD. And y'all know how the NYPD do, allegedly. Okay, and so Rock, she's sniffing it out, and she's not like the vibe that she's getting, but she gonna have to play ball. Okay, that's just how it go on the south side. Matter of fact, that's just how it goes in the city. Meanwhile, we get introduced to my man Bunk from The Wire. He is now playing a character called Snaps, who is a retired OG. Okay, he's a retired OG out here, and Ronnie is trying to get his weight up. And so Ronnie steps to the OG to make a new connection. Hence where I got the title for this episode. And so meanwhile, your boy Unique is over with his new connect, letting them know that, look, things are going slow out of your kinfolk's restaurant, but it's gonna take some time. Give me some time and I'm gonna have that flow going right. And these two are funny with their little dark comedy going back and forth. I like their chemistry. I can't wait to see things go wrong, to see how the Asian guy handles Unique. Meanwhile, we see your boy Snap saying, look, your brother Unique ain't got no love for us. What you doing up in here? And more, every episode we see your boy Ronnie just really undercutting his brother. They're gonna have to come to terms. I don't know who this sugar mama is over here, but it must be Snap's wife. She is really pushing all up on your boy Ronnie. I mean, what was up with her hugging him? That wasn't no church hug. She was all up on him talking about some, ooh, you got that jailhouse weight. Yo, what's up with this skeezer, you know? But anyway, Ronnie is hungry, man. Ronnie is hungry. Ronnie is thirsty, and he wants some work. Okay, he done been the dean, and that didn't work. Now he's over here to Snaps, and we found out that this is going to happen, but he doesn't give him or front him all the money. Y'all know how it went down. He said, look, we're gonna give you some of the money. You're gonna have to go and get the rest of the cake up if you want to make these pies. So where in the world is Ronnie going to get this money? Y'all let me know down in the comments section. All right. Meanwhile, your boy Marv is over here looking up his partner who had a relapse. And I like this connect. They get together and say, look, we're not back at the AA meetings together, but why don't we get together? Why don't we chop it up and do a bro thing? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we just come together and try to hash out our issues? Okay, let's have a come to Jesus moment, you and me. And so I like this. I hope that this white man don't get killed out here being too close to Mel. I hope he don't get killed, man. That's gonna be messed up if he does. Meanwhile, your boy Malcolm is sniffing around at the precinct, and the feds pull him to the side trying to get some info. I think that he's going to eventually end up working with the feds. I mean, he's just too close and too deep in the streets, and I think they see that he has his head on the swivel and he knows these streets, and so they're trying to fill each other out. And once again, hence the title of my episode, A New Connection. I think these two are going to connect together to try to get some work done. But we know Malcolm is playing both sides of the streets. Is he gonna get hemmed up or caught? I don't know. Let's find out as these new episodes unfold. Meanwhile, Jukebox still trying to get into the military, and she's getting her little physical, and the doctor is really sweating her, asking her, you got any STDs? You out here got any? You pregnant? You got babies in these streets? And Jukebox like, nah, none of that. You ain't never got to worry about me. I don't rolls like that. So Jukebox, we see, is going down this path of the military, and I'm very curious to see how she ends up in the police department, because we know that's what she does. You know, is she going to actually go serve in the military, then come out and be in the police department? I don't think so. Something's gonna have to happen. Maybe Burke's old girlfriend is gonna step to her and kind of try to wing her in. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all think that's gonna go down. Is she gonna go serve some time, then come back a little bit older and go into the police force? Maybe that's a case. I don't know. But we see she's desperate to get up out of the neighborhood. Likewise, Unique's lady is desperate to get Ronnie up out the house. She like, bro, he got to go. Who you sleeping with? Okay. Who you exchanging bodily fluids with? That's what I want to know. Who you out here between these sheets with? And they have it out. And once again, Ronnie's plan, I think, is coming to pass. He's driving a big wedge between these two. Meanwhile, we see that Rock is trying to reel her son back to the house. Okay, he's been out from under her wing for some time now, and we know Rock is very controlling. Okay, she has got to have her son Kanan all up under her arm, and Kanan's not feeling it. He's ready to be his own man. And so she does a little investigation, as we'll see later in the episode, trying to find out what is he into. And I'm gonna tell you something, she's smart, but boy, she low down, she dirty. She's still not worse than your girl from Mary J. Blige's character. I don't think she's worse than her, but she's pretty bad. Meanwhile, we see your boy, as I talked about earlier, what's his name? Ronnie steps to my boy D. Okay, Dean in this particular season, and he looking good actually. Still looking like he belongs somewhere in the low rises on The Wire, but he steps up in here with these old folk playing bingo, saying, "Look, man, I need this work. Put me in the game. Put me in, coach. Put me in. I'm ready to give you a double-double." But we see that don't go well. Matter of fact, Ding straight cusses him out, tells him to get up out of there, and says, look, I don't want to have nothing to do with you, so just step off. And we know Ronnie don't like that. Ronnie is very controlling. I mean, how would you describe him, man? I don't know, he just got this quiet evil about him, you know, like the person that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And so they end their little meeting, and it wasn't on a good note. So meanwhile, we got who is this? This is Unc and his daughter, Jukebox. Okay, they trying to get back on the same page and decide what they want to do, and they're at the house chopping it up. And guess who comes to the door? Old girl from the audition, and she lets Jukebox know that she got the part. She is now a part of the group, and so you better get your stuff together, get your act together, because we finna do this. And so this is going to be something to see how this goes down. Meanwhile, your boy, Famous, man, he on something else. Now, y'all tell me this. This Famous and Rock kind of give off a vibe like they may do something. Do you think Rock would mess with Kanan's friend? I don't know, but they give off that vibe. But this is Paul coming in there talking to Kanan, saying, look, man, you gonna get me in trouble. I'm not making no money. My drivers are not doing what I need them to do. In order for us to run this business, I got to have a business. And boy, I'm telling you, Kanan out here flexing, man, pulls out a fat bankroll and tells Paul, yo, let this hold you over, son. You know what I'm saying? Come back and get on my tit a little bit later. I think this is the beginning of the end for Paul. Anybody that gets mixed up with Kanan, we know that's not going to end well. Meanwhile, we got Chocolate Drop number 2 coming in there, looking all good, telling her, look, I own y'all. Y'all got, I want you on this team. I think we can make this work. What do you say? Okay, she's basically letting her know, look, I got this deal. Do you want a part of it? Holla at me. All right. Meanwhile, we see the feds is all on Rock. Okay, she thinks she out the game, but I think it's gonna get worse for her. They're running surveillance on her. She doesn't have any idea. At least we don't think she has any idea. But they've been watching her for a few days now, posted up. Matter of fact, she does know somebody is watching her, but I don't think she knows the ins and outs of who. Because I remember when Unique came over there to exchange bodily fluids, she was all outside wondering who was watching her. So let's see how she handles the feds when they come her way. All right. Meanwhile, this is what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Okay. I don't know. I know Famous is scared of Rock, but when they get together, it seemed like something gonna happen. It seems like somebody gonna make a move on somebody, and they gonna end up doing the nasty or something. But she owning Famous. Okay, she messed around and put that gun in her son's bag. I'm gonna tell you what, it was smart, but that was dirty. That was low down. And but she knows how to move. She knows how to get what she wants, and that's something to learn from. It's never a dead end with her. She always figures out a way to get what she wants. And so Rock is the master manipulator, and we see where Kanan gets it from as he becomes an adult, rocking over in New York with Ghost and his family. So she is just the master manipulator, and I think she's one of the best ones in the series. Meanwhile, the two cousins link up, and it's time for them to celebrate. Okay, your boy, hey, your boy Kanan's out here. Look, I got money now. You can eat whatever you want, girl. I got money now. Let's make this happen. And so they go out to a fine restaurant and celebrate. Meanwhile, Lou and Marvin get back on the same page, and they admit their wrongs, this, that, and the third, and they start talking. I think they start talking about in this scene the restaurant, okay, or the bar, and they end up down at the bar a little bit later, and we know that they end up going into business. And what's so messed up, I can see Rock coming in and just stepping all on that. they're over here trying to make new business connections. And I think Rock is going to come in there and say, look, we can use this as a front to wash some of this money. I think that's how that's going to go down. And of course, we know that Lou is probably going to have a problem with that if my prediction is right. Meanwhile, this restaurant scene again reminded me of The Wire. You remember when the kids from the corner went out with Bunny Colvin to the restaurant, and this reminded me of that, even though it had a different vibe to it. This was more celebratory, but in The Wire, it was more exploratory because they had never been to a nice restaurant, but it was cool. Meanwhile, we got your boy Unique and Rock ending off their relationship over some dinner. And your boy Unique, he's like, yo, this is not gonna work. We need to step off for a little while. Matter of fact, I think Rock told him, and they exchanged bodily fluids one last time. Ooh, black love. So here we got the two brothers ending up down at the bar like I just said. And I think this is a great idea, great business plan. Could this actually help Marvin to get out of the game? We see that he's trying to broaden his horizons. He got the dope game going to the white folk up on the high end of the city. Now he's got his hands into this bar, so he's trying to diversify. We see Lou trying to get out the game. I think this is a great move. It's something that could help the community and make them some money. But like I said, I think that Rock is going to put her hands in this. And I hope this nice lady doesn't get killed. Oh, I hope she doesn't get killed with that pretty white hair. I hope she don't get killed in these streets. Oh, Lord, I hope she don't get killed. I can see it. She don't even know she's just hanging with two death angels right now. And they could send her to an early grave. I'm talking about shoot up the bar and everything. Maybe even get burnt down. That's how much death these guys have around them. And so who knows how it's going to end, but we're going to see. Meanwhile, your boy Ronnie. Oh, this boy crazy. Again, he's trying to make a new connect, and he goes to the Colombians. And I think this is what's going to get him back in the game. And we already know it's bad blood between Senorita and Rock. And I think she's going to try to use this play to get back at Rock for having her jacked by Unique. Okay. And so I think that she's going to help Ronnie on the side. I think it's evident. I think it's obvious that this is going to go down. And I think this is really going to bring Ronnie out, and we're going to really see what he's capable of. And could this be, once he gets his flow going, is this how he's going to, I think, maybe bring Kanan up under his wing, because he already knows Kanan is out there doing something? Could Ronnie be Breeze? A lot of speculation. A lot of people on YouTube are saying that Ronnie is actually Breeze. We see Snaps is not that, but I think that's how it's gonna go down. Okay, but I think it's gonna lead into another season. I don't think they're gonna have enough time to work that angle and bring in Tommy and Ghost while they're kids. I just don't see it, but I think that's what they are leaning towards. I don't see any other players that could possibly be Breeze. You guys let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Meanwhile, this was just so smooth. It was like a mosquito in a spider web. I mean, she just did this right. Now, I must say, who doesn't check their backpack on the way to school? I know back in the day, man, I always checked my backpack before I went to school. Kanan, he didn't. He got caught with the whistle, and man, he was hot. I mean, he was hot, and he was telling everybody that ain't mine. Somebody planted it on me, and I think this is gonna drive him just straight out the door with his mother when he finds out it was her. Again, I put before y'all, do y'all think that Kanan will actually be the one that kills his mother? I think that's a possibility. I'm leaning about 80% to that. I think he's going to be the one to do it. He couldn't do his father, but he sure will do it to his mother, in my opinion. Meanwhile, we got new connections over here with Juke. I'm telling y'all, I titled this just right. All right, Juke is getting together with the other girls. That's not going to blend right because one of the girls thinks she's all of that. Meanwhile, we got Kanan, his mother, and I believe this is the same woman that played in the series Godfather of Harlem. Okay, I think she was the wife of the banker who Bumpy had killed, and she's here over in Kanan, and she's playing some type of administrator, and she's dropping the hammer down on Kanan and saying, look, CPS is going to get involved. If y'all don't tighten up, you need to go back with your mother. You need to get on the straight and narrow because I could easily expel you. And Kanan is out here really pleading his case. It ain't mine. I didn't do it. And it don't matter. You got caught with the piece, so it's yours. And that's how it went down. And I'm telling you, when Kanan figures out that his mother was behind this, I think it's game over for Raquel. Okay. Meanwhile, Juke is trying to make these new connections with the group and blend together. Her and one of the girls she met in the bathroom, they on the same page, but this other girl, she out here thinking that she is the head in charge, and they get all they bubble burst because old girl stepped to him, the manager. She says, look, I'm y'all guard. Y'all ain't nothing until I say you nothing. Woo, woo. She dropped the hammer on him. I mean, she like grandmama and them. Shut up and sit down. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. And so she telling her, look, we gonna work this. And I don't think Juke is gonna hang around because we know she likes to run things. Juke don't like to be told what to do. And so I don't think this is gonna work out for her. I think she's just gonna up and leave and break the group up and say, look, I'm out. And if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do it on my own. That's just my opinion. I don't think she's gonna last because Juke likes to run the show. Now, she'll go along to get along if she got a good leader. But if not, Juke gonna run her own thing. Y'all tell me, do y'all think that group is gonna last? I don't think it's gonna last. Meanwhile, Kanan is still bucking, but Rock is telling him, ain't no need of bucking. You heard what she said, so you might as well play the game. And I can't wait to see how that ends because Kanan's got his own business and he out here making moves and making money, and I don't think he's gonna let his mom stop him from doing that. Meanwhile, we see Unique and Ronnie once again. They bumping heads, and Unique is like, yo, you went behind my back to Dean, to the Connect. You ain't jack, you ain't nothing. And Ronnie was like, look, I ain't did nothing. I don't know what you heard out on these streets. And Unique's like, you calling me a liar? And Ronnie's like, yo, I said what I said while he eating that pizza. I mean, that pizza does look good, but this ain't gonna last. How can dude have so much hate for his own brother? I mean, this is really like a Cain and Abel. I mean, he's coming out saying, look, I'm ready to kill you and willing to kill you. So you might as well step off because I'm coming. And I hate to say it, but I think Unique gonna get killed. I think Unique is gonna get killed. Ronnie is gonna start his business and take over his business and probably bring Kanan up under him. I know Unique will put in that work, but come on now, his brother ain't no joke, and I think his brother won't hesitate to kill him and his lady and burn their house down. I think that's just how crazy he is. That's my prediction. I think Unique is going to die at the hands of his own brother, just like Abel did at the hand of Cain in the Bible. Meanwhile, we see that the two brothers are over here getting on the same page about their business. Meanwhile, Malcolm steps to Rock and says, look, I can't keep bailing you out, man. You on your own from now on. These feds are breathing down my back, and they all on you whether you know it or not. He like, get your stuff together. Look at that look, Rock. You need to get it together. I ain't bailing you out no more. All right? And so now she's on her own. And Malcolm is not going to assist her with an alley-oop because it's too much heat. The feds are not buying her story, and they're all on her, and Kanan now sees what the deal is. All right. And so it's amazing to me how this is going to unfold, because I don't think it's going to end well for Rock. I think Malcolm is going to get caught in the middle, and I think this is going to be Kanan's way out, and I think Rock is somehow going to end up dead at the hands of her son because it's too much pressure, and I don't think she's going to go down with the feds. And in this closing scene, this was straight crazy, man. I love how 50 is, or Kanan is, narrating the end of this, and then gets got by Ronnie. Why can't my boy D'Angelo stay alive in any of these gangster pictures? I mean, he ends up getting choked out and left for dead right at his Meemaw house. And look, she didn't even have her hearing aid in to hear what was going on. Yo, Ronnie is a monster. Ronnie is a monster, and I think he is just going to take out his brother, and he is going to end up recruiting Kanan. And I think that's where Kanan really gets that killer instinct that we saw in Power. So those are my predictions, theories for the upcoming episodes, and this is my recap for episode 4 of season 3, which I call New Connections. Y'all make sure you join me down in the comments section, and be sure to give me your thoughts and theories about this episode. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Catch me on my next episode. Peace.